What is up, guys? We're finally back with a full video. And we are doing my November wrap up, my November reads, and then my December TBR. I wasn't going to have a December TBR, and then I was like, no, I need to get through some of my books that I've gotten from Stuff Your Kindle days. So that's what we're doing. I have my Daddy Krampus shirt on. It's available in my shop. But before we do that, let's grab a beer. So I am actually not drinking right now, so I'm doing a little 90 days refresh, detoxify, whatever you want to call it. I work in the industry, so, a lot of us like to, refresh and make sure, we're doing okay. We're not drinking too much as, working in the industry. You do tend to drink a lot. So I have one that we actually sell at my work. It is not our works beer, but it is Sober Carpenter's Irish Red. This is what the can looks like. I love Sober Carpenter's beers. I've had this one before. Like I said, because we have it at the brewery I work at. But I love that they come in tall boys, because a lot of NA beers come in the 12 ounces, which is fine. But I feel like a lot of people are used to like drinking a pint of beer versus like 12 ounces. Like for me, I tend to be a fast drinker. So like I'm going through these beers so quickly, and I don't mean to. That's just like who I am as a person. But yeah, we're going to pop this baby open. This is what she looks like. Ignore my dirty ass glass. I don't really know why it's dirty. It's fine. Whatever. Cheers. Tasty. All right, let's get into these November reads. So I finally finished Kiss of the Basilisk. Yeah, if you were following me on Instagram, that took me so long to read. But also, if you know me, I don't normally read stuff that long. So yeah, I also am not the biggest fan of love triangles. So I had a good time reading it. We'll see if I read the second one, because I did read reviews. So we'll see if I read it. I also feel like Kiss of the Basilisk ended in a good note, where it doesn't end on a cliffhanger, in my personal opinion, where it does wrap up certain things, but it does open it up to continue. I also know that she introduces another man, so at this point it's like a love square or whatever, because now there's 3 men, and I just... Y'all know I love White Shoes and Polly, so I'm like, why can't she just fuck them all? You know what I mean? Like... Yeah, I enjoyed like the craziness of this, but there was actually a point where I was like, I'm kind of over the smut. I'm kind of over them having sex. Again, I enjoyed it. If you like toxicity and just all around kind of craziness and wild shit, definitely read this book. I did read a lot of novellas in November, because The Kiss of the Basilisk was taking over my life, and I was like, I need the feeling of finishing something. I need that satisfaction. So I'm getting into Yetis. Y'all know I love Krampus, obviously. But I've seen a lot of Yeti books come out. So I read this Yeti book, and I loved it. It was so cute and adorable. And I think it's also like, it's a series. So there's going to be like other monsters and, whatever. So I'm super excited. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was cute and a silly, goofy time. And also, I just love like the grumpy boss trope for some reason. It's just so good. I feel like Polly and magic and monsters, and like I accidentally summoned these creatures to have sex with me. Y'all should read Portal to Pleasure. It is a good, spicy little nighttime story. Obsessed. I have another one of this author's books, like a full-length one in my Kindle that I know I need to read. It's also Polly. And after reading this, I'm bumping it up on my TBR. Because this was so good. And also how they like visually explain things, as someone who definitely, it's like a movie in my head. I'm definitely gonna have to look up artwork on this one too, because like the men in this, ooh, yes. There's also this little wintry Christmassy series that's come out, and I read 2 of them. They're all novellas. So I read Cocoa and Clauses and Sugar and Snowflakes. I love the covers. They're so cute. There's 2 more I need to read. Cocoa and Clauses was definitely my favorite. I wonder why. It's Polly. But it was also so interesting in like their magic system, and like how the reindeer are like being taken advantage of, and they want to unionize and all. And I was like, this is so interesting, even though it's like a novella. So if you want something wintry, Christmassy, because they're like reindeer shifters. And so I loved it. The other one is also very cute. She's like a fox shifter, and he's like a wolf shifter, but he's also like a lone wolf, and like all this stuff. And that one was super short. It's very like snowed in, they just let their inhibitions happen, you know, because obviously they're mates. Obviously, I also finally read Dirty Deals Over Decaf. Oh my god, loved it. It's literally a demon that owns a bookstore, and she comes in, and the rest is history. Like, it's so cute little novella, and I don't know, I just love that he owns a bookstore and like loves romance books and all this. It's so cute. If you like, it's very good for us readers. It's a cute little novella, and obviously very spicy. Duh. And I finally started the Lavender Fall series with Falling for Fairy Tales. I have been meaning to start this series for so long, and I just like keep forgetting or pushing it back or whatever. I definitely wish I would have read this one for Halloween, because it was hilarious and cute, and it was like during Halloween is when this book takes place. I thought it was super cute. Obviously, Friends to Lovers is not a fave of mine. Clearly, I'm reading a lot of tropes last month that were not my biggest faves, but I thoroughly enjoyed the book, and I cannot wait to read the next one, and I may have to sneak that into my December TBR because it happens during wintertime. And then I finally read The Bright Side of Christmas. I got the ARC for this and then just did not have time to read it before it came out. Apologies, Morgan and Ray. I'm sorry. But wow, I'm so not shocked that I absolutely freaking loved this. Y'all know I love Morgan's books. I don't think I've ever given her book like a bad rating. It was Christmassy. It was adorable. I may have shed a tear. I may have. Super cute, cozy, spicy. Just so good. If you guys want like a cute and spicy Christmas book, recommend. She's also coming out with a second one in this series that's also Christmassy. So, and then I read 3 more novellas that were just silly, goofy novellas. Their Fruits Like Honey was like a sapphic sex club, gods, goddesses kind of a thing. It was fine. It was like mostly just straight up spice. I also read Serious About You, which is another Cloud book, which I love that I've read 2 Cloud books. You know, it is what it is. And then I read Halloween. Yeah, that was a time. Oh yeah, that was everything I read in November. I would say it was still a pretty good month. I think Kiss of the Basilisk really just like fucked me up for like how long it took me to get through that book, because I was so determined to like get through it, but then there were times where I was like, I don't want to read this right now. So that's why I read all these novellas. But yeah, had a good time. Now on to my December TBR. So again, I wasn't going to make one, and then I was like, you know what, I have a lot of books I need to get through that I've done for Stuff Your Kindle days. So here's my December TBR. Obviously, most of them are on my Kindle. 2 of them are actually physical books that I have, so it's also plus the 2 that were not obviously on the screenshot of my Kindle. So far, I've already read Claimed by Krampus, and it was just like straight up Krampus smut, which is fine. You know, nothing more to it. That was about it. So I was like, all right, cool. We did that. I'm currently reading Polar Expedition. I'm very curious how this is going to go. There is a lot of explaining and world building. So far, I'm enjoying it. It's just I really got to like pay attention, because there's a lot of words that I like don't know, because it's like in this magical world that I'm like, okay, wait, what's that? It gets explained, but like it takes a minute. I'm very excited because obviously I have a lot of monster, to no one's shock, but I do have a few that are just like contemporary, Christmassy. So I'm excited. And like I said, there's a few I might sneak in. There was one I also downloaded today, but we'll see. A lot of these are novellas, so that's why I feel confident about getting through some of these. And I will be finishing reading stuff like today, because it's only like 3 o'clock at this current time. This is like forcing me to really do them and read them and get through them, because I have so many. Let me know if anything on my December TBR you have read and you loved. If you hated it, honestly, don't tell me. Or if anything is also on your TBR. Same with what I read in November. Let me know if you also liked those or didn't like them. Or actually, that's like, don't tell me if you didn't like them, because I liked everything I read in November. So I take that back. But yeah, I'd say I had a pretty good November. I'm hoping for a good December. We'll see. Yeah, cheers to, getting through the holidays, guys, because, holidays are rough for everyone. I don't even celebrate the holidays, but it's just a rough time of year. So cheers, and we'll see you guys next time.